So today we're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj, Nicki the Harajuku Barbie, the head Barb. We're going to be talking about Nicki the Ninja, Nicki Zolansky. Okay, we're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj. So a little bit of update. Okay, a little bit of update. I don't think Nicki Minaj was expecting the backlash to be so bad from doing this Amfest. When I tell you, this is so great. I feel like we're finally having the people come together and people are finally coming on one page about these celebrities. Nicki Minaj, she did this for she went on that, I almost call it the Erica Kirk show. Woo! And she thought, oh, okay, it's all right, it's not going to be that big of a deal. But I don't know if Nicki Minaj realized the climate that we're in right now and a lot of the stuff that's going on. She probably does realize, because Nicki Minaj sees everything. I just don't think she cares. I don't think she gives a shit about, one, she claims to love her Barb. She claims to love, but truly, honestly, I don't think she probably does love her fans, but to be honest, I don't think she cares about the majority of her fan base, which is the LGBTQ community. Because when I tell you the LGBTQ community came together, okay, and they said, we are denouncing our Barbhood. We are no longer Barbs. We cannot support someone who doesn't support us, which I highly respect. Because one thing I cannot stand is people who let celebrities treat them like trash. And that's the thing. Nicki Minaj has shown the LGBTQ community that she doesn't really care about them like that. Like, she says them, oh, I love you guys, I love you, but then when it's time to buy the album, but then she goes and does shit like this, and it's really hard, seeing Nicki go out like this, because Nicki is one of the best female rappers. Like, I say she is one of the best rappers, okay? She is so talented, but anybody can see that Nicki is not right in her head, okay? So something is off, something is just not right with her. But what I'm loving about this Amfest backlash, you're not just going to be able to keep getting away with bullshit and expecting your fans to just blow past it. Okay, people were kind of, I think, I don't want to say this was one of her fans' final straw, but I do truly believe that after she had that big crash out talking about Cardi B's child, that a lot of her fans and a lot of her Barbs, especially a lot of her diehard Barbs, I feel like they're looking at her like sideways. They're looking at her like, okay, wait a minute. A Barb means that I have to denounce my LGBTQ hood, that I support attacking children. I don't know if this Barb hood is worth it anymore. I'm just trying to get into the mind of a Barb, like get into the mind of stan culture. That was just one big part. That was just one big part of the backlash. She lost over 10 million followers, and then, ultimately she deleted her Instagram because she couldn't take the loss of the followers. And girl, that's what you get, okay? Next point, I will say, and that's one thing I do want to say, again, is nothing wrong with you use, but Nicki Minaj, how do you go on a stage, gaslight everybody, and a lot of people, me personally, the part that I took away from that whole speech was her talking about the kids, and her being a free thinker or something like that, like the other side to try to brainwash you or something. That's what I took away. But I noticed a lot of other people, they really were focused on the fact that they didn't like the fact that she said little white girls shouldn't feel bad for their looks or something, because if little black girls can celebrate themselves, then little white girls can be able to celebrate. It's like, girl, what the hell are you talking about? Like the gaslighting is crazy, and I didn't think about it too much then because I was just so focused on like, girl, did you really just sit up here and say protect kids when you just really was beefing with a literal 7-year-old? Like, what the hell are we? What the Nicki Minaj? What planet are you living on? Seriously. So I just kind of just want to touch on that real quick. And, thinking about it, that is true. It's like, Nicki Minaj, why? When have little white girls ever been ostracized or ever been like they don't look good or something like that? We seen white girls' looks really get made fun of in the media, like little black girls features, like black women's hair, black women's noses, black women's lips. When has that been a thing like that on the same level as it is a black woman? And I hate bringing up this whole black and white thing. Girls, you can, it's safe to be you, little white girls. Yeah, I don't think anybody was ever saying or ever making little white girls feel it was unsafe to be themselves or safe to celebrate their features. I don't know. Nicki Minaj, I mean, that whole thing, I don't know where she was getting at. It was just giving, I think a lot of people were saying it was giving, it was giving all lives matter instead of Black Lives Matter. She lost 10 million followers. Yeah, I believe she lost 10 million followers. And then it was a petition started to get her deported. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I just found out that she's not legally from this country. So she lost 10 million followers, and they got the petition signed. It's like over like 50,000 or something like that to get her deported. Now, it would be hilarious if they deported her ass and be like, listen, you can't come back, okay? But she's like, I'm a millionaire. I ain't gotta worry about that. It's very much giving Mean Girls. She's losing her band of skanks, her hot bod. And I forgot what the last one, but it is giving very much Mean Girls. But she's losing all the things that's kind of been protecting her. I mean, now she's getting what she asked for. And her album is coming out this year, so I hope her and her family enjoys the album. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna listen to it. She was so unbothered, like, oh, I'm sitting on my private jet. No, yeah, sis, you didn't think this backlash would be this bad, okay? You didn't think people would be coming for that neck, but people are tired, Nicki Minaj. People are ready to crash out. That's really it for today's video. Nicki Minaj really got what she was asking for. So, yeah, that's really it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And thank you for watching. Bye.